right, hey everybody, Matt Hadley here, host of the first ever Cumberland Community Chats video series. So this is the first of many to come. I'm joined today by the town manager of Cumberland, Ben Lips, who will probably be my co-host along the whole entire thing because I don't know Cumberland as well as he does. But we're excited to bring you this series. We really wanted to feature Cumberland and all the cool stuff that's happening. We recently came off of the Cumberland Developer Roundtable in the late spring, I think it was, right, Ben? Yep. Where a lot of the developers got to showcase what they've got going on. The town of Cumberland got to showcase some of the sites that we have going. There's a lot of really awesome things happening. So again, I'm not going to steal Ben's thunder. So Ben Lips, town manager of Cumberland, what do we got going on here coming up in the next few weeks?
Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you doing this. Matt's a big community advocate here in Cumberland, which we appreciate. So obviously, tons of development going on over the series we'll talk about, but from a community standpoint, let's start with tonight. We have a special workshop of the Parks Board. They're going to be talking about finance and budget and how to build more parks in town and improve our existing parks like Lions Park, National Road Park, Honors Park, Weyburn Pocket Park. Some of those existing
That's a lot of parks, dude. I didn't know there are that many in the town of Cumberland.
Yep.
So.
We have a little bit more hidden gems in that land, parkland that we own, some coming, but we have impact fees that we recently implemented, so the housing developers are helping us build future parks coming up, and the Parks Board's going to learn about how to use those fees appropriately. We're also going to be talking about what other tools are available for Parks Boards to build that stuff.
So if on the late notice, again, that's tonight, where is it? Is it hosted here in this room? Is that right?
Town Hall, 11501 East Washington Street, Cumberland.
Can they just walk in? Can somebody walk in, or do you need them to register, or what does that look like?
Nope, people can just walk right in, come through the front doors, and then it's straight through the next set of double doors that are right there off the lobby.
And look for the Cumberland, Indiana sign, right?
You should see that in the background and you're in the right spot.
Yeah. So what time again is that?
7 p.m.
Okay, perfect. And that's a couple hours, an hour? What do you think on that?
I guess it's going to be about hour and a half, 2 hours as we work through it. It's going to be kind of a roundtable discussion and a little bit of a education with the Parks Board and our finance advisor.
Nice, cool, and people learn a lot about what's going to be happening coming up on parks and other things, correct?
Yep, potentially, yeah.
Nice, awesome. All right, now when I came in, I saw some cool banners hanging outside, right, for some stuff that's going to be happening coming up in the summer for some festivals and some bands playing, and maybe I'm stealing your thunder, but is that something else you were going to talk about today?
Yep, we're going to talk about that. We have our Blues, Beer, and Barbecue concert series that you're talking about.
Okay.
Our first one's coming up on June 29th at 6 p.m., and we have playing that night Black Cat and the Bones, Rebecca Mildrum, and Tad Robinson, who's a really big crowd favorite around here. Our BBB series, we've had people who've been Grammy Award-winning artists, internationally touring artists. That's hosted right behind Town Hall. Okay. So that same 11501 East Washington Street, if you come here, go just down the road, just behind there, you'll see it. You'll be a crowd.
It's on the trail, right? It's on the trail.
Yeah, close to that. But food trucks, barbecue, obviously, lots of beer. And then right after that, we have one of the best fireworks shows on kind of the east side or western Hancock County, depending on which way you're coming from. Really in your face, normally like a 20 to 30 minute long show.
Nice.
People come out just for that, but I encourage you to come out, have some beer, have some barbecue, and listen to some good blues music.
So all you other towns around, Ben just challenged you. He just said we have the best fireworks shows around town. So the challenge has now been thrown out by Ben Lips. And actually, I hear those from my house. I'm 3 minutes from here, and it's pretty cool to hear them, but I've never seen them.
Yeah.
And this year I do commit, even though last year I committed and then uncommitted. I commit to being there. When's the first one again?
It's going to be June 29th back here at 6 p.m. So.
Awesome. What else you got on your list for us?
Coming up this Thursday at 6 p.m., we're doing the first ever community budget workshops here in town.
Okay.
For this, we're actually asking community members to come in, tell us how they'd like to see their tax dollars spent.
Nice.
It's kind of a new initiative. We want to start a true community budget over time so that people have an active say in a portion of the town's tax dollars, where they're going, whether that's parks, infrastructure, public safety, any of those items really.
Nice. So you're actually getting the community involved in the community and letting them give a say to what they're going to have happen.
Yep, absolutely.
Is that, again, do they need to register for that event or do they just show up this Thursday?
Just show up this Thursday,
Man.
same spot, same place.
Taking all the problems out of it, right? You just show up. If you don't come, it's your fault. So you just got to show up, and Ben's going to listen, the town's going to listen. I know he's listened to me, and I know like I said, AP Engineering Consulting was a sponsor of that developer roundtable, and the town is really listening, and Ben's a great dude. So come out and give your input also for that. What else you got?
We're going to be doing the same thing Saturday morning at 10 a.m. That's the 22nd, and then we're going to actually offer it virtually at 1 p.m. on the 22nd. We'll have that workshop, and we're going to record that, make it available online for people to come view, learn anytime they want afterwards, and see what their neighbors are saying as far as where that money should be spent.
Speaking of online, that's a good point. Maybe you're going to plug it at the end, but let's do that now. Online, I know there's a Town of Cumberland Facebook page.
Correct.
Right? There's a Town of Cumberland Instagram page.
Correct.
Where else can someone find out more information about Town of Cumberland?
They can go to the town's webpage. That's town.cumberland.in.us.
Okay.
Or .gov.
Something like that. One of those, yeah.
I'll get it right next time. The Facebook page is really the best place to go.
Okay.
You can go to our events tab. You'll see it's loaded down. Every second Thursday in our parks, that's another event we have. The Parks Board goes out. That's like a family fun night. So there's pickleball, volleyball, basketball. You'll find that on our Facebook page.
Is that also right back behind the town too?
That's at Lions Park, which is on Buck Creek Road. So if you go on US 40, there's Greenfield Banking Company.
Yep.
Great local bank. Head north on Buck Creek Road. Then on the east side of the road, you'll see a sign for Lions Park. Go back in there. There's plenty of parking space. Or you can take our trail system, because the Buck Creek Trail is connected to Lions Park. So if you want to ride your bike, you want to walk, you can go that way too.
Greenfield Community Bank, Ben did just give you a shout out, so we'll expect some sponsorship dollars there later in the future. I'm kidding. So
unless you want.
Yeah, unless you want to. We'll definitely do that. What else, Ben? You got anything else today, or?
I think those are the main things. We got some exciting development announcements that will be coming soon. Obviously, we have some of our existing developments that we'll try to visit. A lot of good developers in town, a lot of good developers coming.
Yeah.
Matt, you know a lot of them, obviously. You work in that
world. I need to know them all, though, Ben, as we talked about in the past, yes.
Right. So I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good series, and we'll continue to update people on the town and all the good happenings around town.
Agreed. So. And for those of you who are watching, we're going to be looking at the Parks Department, right? We're going to interview the Parks Department. We're going to interview those developers we talked about. And then as Ben thinks of other awesome things that we need to talk about Cumberland and some of the other things, just stay tuned. Not only the Town of Cumberland Facebook page, which this will also air on there as well, but Ben, I'm sure, has pretty much been an open door to everything that I've said and brought to him. And if you have something, Ben's always interested in talking.
Yep, absolutely. You guys have anything you want to hear about, let Matt and I know, and we'll try to cover that in future episodes of this, right?
Yeah.
So,
hey guys, thanks a lot.